All right, I've been hard at work creating a cool free gift for you so that you can use this sheet, you can set it up, and I'm going to walk you through it. It will automatically track everything that you need in your business to actually see how you're doing at every single stage. If you want a copy of this sheet and also instructions on how to get it set up, just comment below and I'll make sure that I can get you access to that. Let me just quickly walk you through this and why it's so powerful. So the only thing that you would have to update once this is all set up is you would just update your total ad spend, and not even ad spend by month, just total ad spend. And that's why this is so cool. You only have to update one metric. You can update it periodically whenever you come and visit this sheet, and you can just put in your ad spend and just update it, and everything else is going to be done for you automatically if the sheet is set. Right. Let's just say you set this up August 1st. And as of now, you generated 60 leads, you spent $1,000, and you're going to have that average lead cost. And so that's just going to continue to build that over time. So you'll always be able to reference back, what is my actual cost per lead overall as an average of everything I'm doing? So this is where the cool magic starts to happen. So what you're going to do is in your CRM, it doesn't matter which one you're using, when you are calling leads or emailing leads or text messaging leads, or you have an ISA that's doing it, or you have an agent on your team that's doing it, the only thing that they would need to do is they would need to add a tag connected when it connected with that lead. And so that's really, really easy to do. In fact, you can make it even automatic in most CRMs based on some sort of connection, especially if they track calls or text message responses or whatever else. But nonetheless, you're just going to have that tag added connected. That's going to automatically interact with this sheet. And you're going to see the percentage of leads out of all the leads you've generated with that you've actually connected with. The next stage is called the hot lead stage. So exactly the same premise as before. You know, whoever's working these leads, your ISA, your agents, whatever it may be, when they determine that one of the connected leads that they're working with or one of the leads that they're working with is now in the hot stage, you just want to add that tag. And again, that tag can be added automatically in many cases, but you just want to make sure that the tag is added. And as soon as that tag is added, it's going to automatically interact with this and you're going to be able to track it. And you can see now that out of all the leads that we've connected with, the reason this number is bigger is that you can see what percentage of the leads, the total leads you've connected with, are in that hot stage. And in this particular example, this is just a demo one, of course, 66% of all the leads we've connected with have gone to that hot stage. That's awesome. The next one is the same thing. Now, when you have an active client you're working with, you're just going to have a tag added active client to that particular lead. And as soon as that happens, you will then know the total amount of active clients from every lead you've generated. This is going back up to the top now. So in this case, the 60 leads, but maybe you've got 600, maybe you got 6,000 leads and you've got maybe 100 active clients, whatever it may be, you're going to just add the tag active client. And now automatically it's going to impact this number and you'll be able to know, okay, this is the amount of clients that I'm actually working with as a result of this. So you can see every stage, every step along the way. And then of course, what you should be doing is tracking your deals closed. And there's a few different ways of doing this particular one. If you don't have the commission amount, which you can come in afterwards and update, you can just have a tag added past client. So out of all the active clients that I currently have, in this case, the 1.67% of the total leads, I've closed 100% of them. And again, this is just a demo sheet. So this will be whatever you actually close from your leads. Ideally though, you'd be having a commission amount coming over as well. And you might be able to add that in your CRM or you're using a deal value of some sort. You could even come in manually, add that after the fact. That's possible too. So it becomes really cool because it's going to start pulling out automatically all the commission earned from these leads, right? And then of course, you should go further. You should be getting reviews from your leads. And so whenever you add a review tag, when they've referred you, in this case, the deal close is giving us a review. So it's 100%. But again, this will adjust automatically. And you should also have a referral because referrals are big and you really need to know how many of your leads that you've closed as past clients, how many of them have sent you referrals? And every time you get a referral, and this could even be greater than 100%, right? Like you might get more referrals than you have past clients, which is awesome. And the nice thing about all of this tracking is it's going to have all of those for you anyway. So you can always go back and check them out in all these different sheets. You can see here, we have all the sheets based on all those different stages. All right. So you're going to add a tag automatically. And then of course, lastly, the system's going to automatically generate for you the total commission value every one of these leads that you've actually closed. And in this example, because we've only spent $1,000 in ad spend, you can see what your profit is. So it's a really cool tool. It's not that hard to set up. It's just my gift to you. This is why it's so important, is because for some agents, they've done a really good job of running ads and they've generated a fair bit of awareness. But without being able to measure the steps in between, like for instance, how many am I actually connecting with? If this number is high, but nobody's becoming a hot lead, that's your gap. If this number is super, super low, and for many agents, this is where the first part is they need to work on. Maybe this means that there's something broken in your processes or systems, or maybe you're not calling leads, you're not emailing leads, you're not engaging, or maybe you need to hire an ISA service. And there's many of those available. In fact, we work with a number of them. This can have a big impact on that connection stage. And then, of course, moving into the hot stage lead, maybe perhaps this is really weak, or your active client's really weak, or maybe there's a gap between you've got all these active clients, but you're not closing many of them. Maybe your close rate's only 20% or 30%. What's going on there from your active client? This gives you an idea of looking at the funnel the whole way through and making sure that you're optimizing all of these different steps. Maybe the amount of leads you have is just too low and you need to increase this number. So I hope you found this really valuable. Comment below and I'll make sure you can get access to the sheet and include the instructions on how to get this set up. And looking forward to you tracking all of your metrics and numbers.